The world is filled with incredible places that can leave you in awe the moment you see them in person. These destinations aren't just beautiful, they offer unforgettable travel experiences that stay with you for a lifetime. From the towering formations of Cappadocia, Turkey, to the Great Migration in Serengeti National Park, here are the most incredible places to visit in the world. Socha Valley. The Socha Valley is located in northwestern Slovenia. The Socha River runs through the valley, known as the Emerald River because of its vivid turquoise color. Walking along its banks is a peaceful way to experience the beauty of the area. Moving through the valley, the Vršić Pass provides wide views of the surrounding mountains. As Slovenia's highest mountain pass, its winding road with 50 sharp turns creates an exciting drive. You can also hike with routes that lead to peaks like Slebenova Špica, where you can take in sweeping views of the Julian Alps. Continuing through the area, Kozjak Waterfall is hidden inside a narrow gorge that gives you a clear look at the water cascading into a small pool below. Further along, the Tolmin Gorges reveal steep rock formations shaped by the Tolmica and Zalačica rivers. Higher up, Kobariški Stol, also called Mount Stol, offers some of the best views of the valley. Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park covers 2.2 million acres across Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, making it one of the largest protected areas in the United States. Established in 1872 as the world's first national park, it sits on top of a massive volcanic system that fuels more than 10,000 hydrothermal features that are filled with steaming vents and bubbling pools that create an ever-changing environment. Old Faithful is one of the most well-known geysers in the park, erupting at regular intervals throughout the day. It sends a towering column of steam and water into the sky, drawing large crowds. Close by, the Old Faithful Inn, a historic log structure, stands as one of the park's most recognizable landmarks. Another remarkable geothermal feature is the Grand Prismatic Spring, the largest hot spring in the United States. Its bright colors come from heat-loving bacteria that thrive in the different temperature zones. The best way to see its full range of colors is from the Midway Geyser Basin Overlook Trail, which provides a clear view from above. Beyond the geysers and hot springs, the Lower Falls, the most powerful waterfall in the park, crashes into the canyon below, sending mist into the air. Isle of Skye. The Isle of Skye is located off Scotland's northwest coast. Its name comes from the Old Norse skjold, meaning cloud island, a fitting description for a place where mist often covers the towering peaks, making it a great place to explore. One of the most well-known landmarks is the Old Man of Stord, a towering rock formation on the Trotternish Peninsula. A short drive north leads to the Quiraing, a landslip that has created unusual rock structures. Trails wind through cliffs and grassy plateaus, with features like the needle and the table making the area feel almost unreal. Nearby, the River Brittle is a series of clear blue waterfalls and pools surrounded by rolling green slopes. Heading west, the coastline changes at Neist Point Lighthouse, the island's westernmost tip where you can often see waves crashing against the rocks below. Tuscany, Italy. Tuscany in west-central Italy has a long history of art and culture. It's considered the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance, with many of its cities still reflecting this influence. Florence is one of the most well-known cities in Tuscany. It played a major role in the Renaissance and is home to some of the world's most famous works of art. The Uffizi Gallery holds masterpieces like Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Michelangelo's Doni Tondo. Meanwhile, the Duomo is an architectural marvel in Florence, and climbing to the top of its dome gives you a panoramic view of the city. Siena offers a different experience with its medieval streets. The city's main square, Piazza del Campo, is where the Palio, a famous horse race, takes place twice a year. Here, the Torre del Mangia stands tall over the square, and climbing it provides a wide view of Siena. Nearby, the Duomo di Siena is an impressive cathedral with an intricate facade and detailed interior that showcases centuries of craftsmanship. West of Siena is Pisa, known for the Leaning Tower, an architectural wonder that attracts many to its tilted structure. The tower is part of the Piazza dei Miracoli, which also features the Pisa Cathedral and Baptistry, both reflecting medieval architecture and artistic design. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro stands in northeastern Tanzania, making it the highest freestanding mountain in the world. Unlike mountains that are part of a range, Kilimanjaro on its own creates a striking sight. It's the only mountain in the world with 5 distinct climate zones, so as you climb, the environment shifts. Uhuru Peak is the highest point on Kilimanjaro, standing at 19,341 feet above sea level. Many climbers travel from around the world to reach the summit, pushing through steep trails and thinning air to stand at Africa's highest point. Along the way, Kibo Crater marks one of Kilimanjaro's most striking features, with its volcanic rock formations reminding climbers of the mountain's origins. Another major landmark is Mawenzi Peak, which reaches 16,893 feet. This peak is more rugged, but the view from the top is unmatched. On the western side, the Shira Plateau stretches across a vast area, allowing you to take in the changing environment as you move higher. Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon National Park in southwestern Utah stands out for its massive natural amphitheaters filled with thousands of towering rock formations called hoodoos. These formations were shaped over millions of years by frost wedging and rain erosion, carving the soft rock of the Claron Formation into tall, thin spires. The Bryce Amphitheater holds the largest collection of hoodoos and offers multiple viewpoints that highlight different angles of the formations. One of the best ways to take in the park's scenery is from the rim. The Rim Trail runs along the edge, connecting scenic spots like Sunrise Point and Sunset Point. Inspiration Point and Bryce Point offer higher vantage points, allowing you to see far into the distance, with its endless rows of hoodoos stacked against the horizon. Okavango Delta. The Okavango Delta in northwestern Botswana is one of the most unique natural environments in Africa. Unlike most river deltas that empty into an ocean, this one spreads into the dry sands of the Kalahari Desert, creating a network of natural wonders. Moremi Game Reserve on the eastern side of the delta protects a variety of animals, since the reserve's open grasslands, forests, and wetlands are a prime area for wildlife viewing. Game drives in open 4x4 vehicles take you across the terrain, where you can see these animals in their natural environment. Beyond the grasslands, the waterways offer a completely different way to explore the delta. Boat safaris take you through winding channels, where hippos and crocodiles move through the water, while birds gather along the edges. A more traditional way to navigate the delta is by mokoro, a dugout canoe guided by a skilled poler. Moving quietly through the reeds, you can get close to smaller animals while taking in the calm surroundings. The Dolomites. The Dolomites in northeastern Italy stand out with their pale, rugged peaks formed from calcium magnesium carbonate. This gives them a striking color and shape that makes them one of the most unique mountain ranges in the world. One of the most well-known places here is Tre Cime di Lavaredo, a symbol of the Dolomites. Not far from here, Lake Braias offers a completely different setting. The emerald green waters reflect the surrounding cliffs, creating a calm and peaceful scene. Higher into the mountains, Seceda is known for its dramatic ridgeline and wide-open views, giving you a full view of the surrounding peaks. For something more thrilling, paragliding over the area offers an unforgettable experience, offering a view of the Dolomites from above. Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast in southern Italy is known for its steep cliffs and towns built right into the rock. With a history dating back to the Roman era, the roads carved into the cliffs offer dramatic views of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Positano is one of the most well-known places along the coast, with its colorful buildings stacked on the hillside. The streets are filled with boutiques and artisan shops, creating a lively atmosphere. For a quieter experience, hiking the Path of the Gods provides a different view of the coastline, stretching across the mountains and overlooking the sea. Nearby, the Duomo di Sant'Andrea stands at the center of town, with grand staircases leading to its entrance and detailed architecture that reflects centuries of history. Nearby, the Cloister of Paradise provides a peaceful space surrounded by Moorish-style arches and greenery. Ravello sits on higher ground and offers some of the best views along the coast. Villa Ruffolo is one of its highlights, known for its gardens and open terraces. A short walk away, Villa Cimbrone's Terrace of Infinity overlooks the coastline with an uninterrupted view of the sea. By the way, I've put all the best money-saving travel tips into my Travel on a Dime ebook. I'll tell you more about it later. Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert stretches across southern Mongolia and into northwestern China, making it the largest desert in Asia and the 5th largest in the world. Unlike most deserts, it has a cold climate with frost and occasional snowfall covering its dry and rugged terrain. One of the most striking places in the Gobi is Yolen Am, also called Vulture Gorge. This deep and narrow gorge is surrounded by high rock walls, creating a dramatic setting in the middle of the desert. Moving west, the terrain changes as you reach Kongorin Els, also called the Singing Sands. These dunes stretch over 69 miles and can reach heights of up to 984 feet. Further into the Gobi, Bayanzag, or the Flaming Cliffs, stands out with its deep red sandstone formations. As the sun sets, the cliffs glow with an intense orange-red color, making them one of the most visually striking parts of the desert. Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre, meaning 5 lands, is a group of 5 coastal villages in northwest Italy, known for their colorful houses built along steep cliffs. These villages have maintained their character for centuries. Monterosso al Mare is the largest and the only one with a sandy beach. The calm waters make it a great place to swim, and the town has a lively atmosphere with restaurants and shops along the shore. Moving along the coast, Vernazza is often considered one of the most scenic villages. The small harbor, lined with colorful buildings and fishing boats, is a popular spot to take in the view. Cornelia is the only village without direct access to the sea. Built on a hilltop, it requires climbing the 365 steps of Lardarina to reach the center. The effort is worth it, as the elevated location provides some of the best panoramic views of the region. Close by, Manarola is known for its colorful houses built close to the cliffs. The surrounding vineyards have been cultivated for generations, which is a highlight for many who visit here. At the southernmost end of Cinque Terre, Rio Maggiore stands out for its steep streets and dramatic coastline. The small harbor is one of the best spots to watch the sunset, as the light reflects off the brightly colored buildings. Devil's Pool. Devil's Pool sits in Zambia, right on the edge of Victoria Falls, shaped by thousands of years of erosion. The name comes from the thrill of swimming so close to the falls. The calmer currents allow you to swim right up to the edge without being carried away, making it one of the most thrilling ways to experience the falls. Getting to Devil's Pool starts with a boat ride across the Zambezi River to Livingstone Island. From there, a guided walk gives insight into the island's history and the ecosystem around the falls. Zhojiago Valley. Zhojiago Valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Sichuan Province, China. Located in a remote region, the park is home to breathtaking scenery, so there's no shortage of natural beauty to take in. Five Flower Lake is one of the most striking places in the park, with its turquoise waters revealing colorful patterns on the lake bed. Nearby, Pearl Shoal Waterfall cascades over a rocky ledge, especially stunning in autumn when golden leaves frame the flowing water. Norillang Waterfall, the widest waterfall in Asia, is another sight worth seeing, with its powerful rush of water creating a dramatic scene, while Long Lake, surrounded by towering peaks, offers a peaceful setting where the still water reflects the sky and mountains. Waitomo Caves. The Waitomo Caves on New Zealand's North Island were formed over millions of years as water slowly eroded the limestone, creating a network of underground tunnels and chambers. Among the different caves in the area, 3 stand out for their unique features. The glowworm caves are the most well-known, offering a boat ride through a dark cavern where thousands of tiny lights cover the ceiling. The darkness of the cave enhances the effect, making the ceiling look like a sky full of stars as the boat moves quietly through the water. Ruakuri Cave provides a more active experience where you walk along pathways and bridges that lead deeper underground. The entrance features a spiral ramp that takes you down into the cave, where limestone formations stretch in different directions. Aranui Cave is different from the other 2 because it's dry with no rivers running through it. Stalactites and stalagmites in shades of white, pink, and brown fill the chambers, creating complex patterns on the walls and ceiling. Lake Hillier. Lake Hillier, located on Middle Island off the south coast of Western Australia, stands out because of its bright pink water. Unlike other lakes that shift in color due to weather or seasonal changes, this one remains pink throughout the year. The best time to go is during the warmer months, when the pink is even more noticeable. Since Middle Island is remote and protected, the best way to see the lake is from above. Scenic flights provide a clear view of the lake's color and how it stands out against its surroundings. Meteora, Greece. Meteora, meaning suspended in the air, is a place of towering rock formations in central Greece. These sandstone pillars formed over millions of years through earthquakes and erosion, creating a dramatic setting for centuries-old monasteries. The Great Meteoran Monastery is the largest and one of the most well-preserved. Inside, you can explore a museum filled with historical artifacts and see the main church decorated with intricate Byzantine frescoes. Varlam Monastery, nearby, is known for its scenic views and peaceful gardens. The old winch system, once used to transport supplies, still remains. Nearby, Rusanu Monastery stands on a lower rock formation, making it easier to access than some of the others. Now a nunnery, it features well-preserved frescoes and a peaceful atmosphere. Holy Trinity Monastery, on the other hand, sits on one of the highest rock formations and requires climbing a steep staircase carved into the stone. The effort is worth it, as the views from the top stretch across the entire region. St. Stephen's Monastery is the most accessible, connected to the mainland by a bridge. It's now a nunnery and has a small museum with religious artifacts, while St. Nicholas Anapausas Monastery, though smaller than the others, contains significant post-Byzantine frescoes. Tikal, Guatemala. Tikal is deep in the rainforest of northern Guatemala. It was once one of the most powerful cities of the ancient Maya civilizations, thriving from the 4th century BC to the 10th century AD. The ruins reveal advanced engineering and artistic skills that still impresses today. The Great Plaza is a large open space surrounded by temples and ancient palaces. It was once the center of ceremonies and events. Stone monuments, known as stelae, stand throughout the plaza, recording the achievements of rulers and important historical moments. On one side, Temple 1, also called the Temple of the Great Jaguar, rises sharply into the sky. This stepped pyramid served as a tomb for a great ruler. If access is open, climbing to the top gives a wide view of the surrounding area. Across from Temple 1, Temple 2, or the Temple of the Masks stands with its own distinct presence, with detailed carvings on its facade. A short walk away, Temple 4 stands as the tallest pre-Columbian structure in the Americas. Beyond the main plazas, the Lost World complex gives insight into the Mayas' knowledge of astronomy. Easter Island. Easter Island, known as Rapa Nui in its native Polynesian language, is one of the most isolated places on Earth. Located in the southeastern Pacific Ocean, this Chilean island is known for its massive stone statues called moai. Scattered across the island, they stand as a reminder of a civilization that left behind a unique and lasting legacy. One of the best places to visit the moai up close is Rano Raraku, the quarry where most of them were carved. Many remain unfinished, still attached to the volcanic rock, showing different stages of the carving process. Nearby, Ahu Tongariki features 15 moai lined up on the island's largest stone platform, making it one of the most impressive sights on the island. Wuling Yuan Scenic Area. Wuling Yuan Scenic Area in Hunan Province, China is known for its towering sandstone pillars and dramatic peaks. Shaped by centuries of erosion and weathering, these formations create a striking view that draws travelers from around the world. At the center of the Wuling Yuan is Serengeti National Forest Park, home to the famous quartzite sandstone pillars that rise sharply from the ground. Among them, the Avatar Hallelujah Mountains stand out, recognized for inspiring the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. A great way to take in the scenery is by riding the Bailong Elevator, the world's tallest outdoor elevator, which brings you to the top for wide-reaching views. For even higher views, Tianzi Mountain is known for the cloud layers that often surround its peaks, creating a striking scene. Nearby, Halong Park offers another excellent vantage point, where you can see the Imperial Bush Peaks, a group of towering rock formations that stand out against the sky. Raja Ampat Islands. Raja Ampat, meaning Four Kings, is a remote archipelago in Indonesia made up of over 1,500 islands, keys, and shoals. The four main islands, Misul, Salawati, Batanta, and Waigeo, are surrounded by clear waters filled with marine life. The region is known for its diverse underwater ecosystem, making it one of the most remarkable places for diving and snorkeling. The waters hold over 1,700 species of fish and 75% of all known coral species, creating a thriving marine environment. Snorkeling and diving reveal a world of coral gardens, underwater caves, and hidden lagoons. On land, Waigeo's forests are home to rare birds, including the red bird of paradise, adding another layer of natural beauty to the islands. Pianimo offers one of the best views in the region, with a short hike leading to a high point overlooking the karst islands. Waiat has even more dramatic rock formations, creating a striking backdrop for boating and hiking. Kabui Bay is another place worth exploring, with hidden lagoons and unique rock formations. Atacama Desert. The Atacama Desert in northern Chile stretches between the Pacific Ocean and the Andes Mountains, creating one of the driest regions on Earth. Some areas have never recorded rainfall, yet the desert is full of unique places to explore. One of the most well-known places in the desert is Valle de la Luna, or Moon Valley. Its towering rock formations, rolling sand dunes, and salt-crusted ground create an otherworldly setting. Here, you can hike through the canyons to see the unique rock formations up close, or take on the dunes by sandboarding down the steep slopes. Beyond the Moon Valley, the El Tatio geysers offer a completely different experience. As the largest geyser field in the southern hemisphere, it's best seen early in the morning when the cold air makes the steam rise dramatically from the ground. Svalbard, Norway. Svalbard, a Norwegian archipelago in the Arctic Ocean, is the northernmost permanently inhabited place on Earth. Life here is shaped by the extreme environment and untouched Arctic terrain. Longyearbyen, the largest settlement, is where most people begin. This small town is home to the Svalbard Museum, which provides insight into the region's geology and human history. Nearby, the Svalbard Church stands as the northernmost church in the world, offering a quiet space for reflection. Close by, the North Pole Expedition Museum highlights past Arctic expeditions, showing how explorers braved the harsh conditions in search of new frontiers. Beyond Longyearbyen, Pyramiden, a Soviet-era mining town, remains frozen in time. Here, guided tours take you through empty apartment buildings and the remains of a once thriving community. Nearby, the Nordiskoldebreien Glacier rises from the water, its massive ice formations shifting and breaking apart. Boat tours bring you close enough to see ice calving into the sea, creating a powerful display of nature in motion. Isfjorden, a large fjord system, is another place to experience the Arctic's raw beauty. Kayaking and boat trips allow you to move across the icy waters. Faroe Islands. The Faroe Islands, a remote archipelago in the North Atlantic, are shaped by dramatic cliffs and rolling hills. The weather changes quickly, with frequent rain, fog, and strong winds that add to the rugged beauty of the land. Across the islands, you'll find breathtaking sights shaped by the forces of nature. Mulafossir Waterfall is one of the most striking, with water plunging directly into the ocean against a backdrop of steep cliffs. Tórshavn, the capital, provides a different experience, with its colorful houses and small shops that reflect the local way of life. Mykonos Island is home to one of the largest puffin colonies, where the rocky cliffs provide the perfect nesting ground for these seabirds. Meanwhile, Saksun, a quiet village surrounded by towering hills, sits by a tidal lagoon that changes with the shifting tide. Nearby, Kalsoy Island is known for its hiking trails that lead to views of the surrounding waters, while the Vestman Bird Cliffs, where thousands of seabirds nest along the towering rock formations. Socotra Island. Socotra Island, located in the Indian Ocean, is known for its rare plants and animals that exist nowhere else. Often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, it's a place where nature remains untouched, creating an experience unlike any other. One of the most striking features is the Digsam Plateau, home to the dragon's blood trees. These trees have thick trunks and wide umbrella-shaped canopies with a deep red sap that gives them their name. Moving toward the coast, Detwa Lagoon offers a completely different setting. Its bright turquoise waters stretch alongside soft white sand dunes, creating a peaceful shoreline. On the western side of the island, Kalansia Beach extends along the shore. As the day winds down, the beach becomes one of the best spots to watch the sunset, with shifting colors reflecting over the water. Pamukkale, Turkey. Pamukkale is a natural site in southwestern Turkey known for its white travertine terraces. These terraces are formed by calcium-rich thermal waters flowing down the hillside, leaving behind deposits of calcium carbonate. Over time, this process has created a series of cascading pools that stand out against the surrounding terrain. To explore the terraces, you must walk barefoot to protect the delicate formations. The feeling of stepping on the soft mineral deposits is a unique experience. Some sections are open for bathing, where the warm thermal waters flow into shallow pools. Above the terraces, Hierapolis provides a look into an ancient Greco-Roman city that once flourished in the region. The colonnaded streets and necropolis reveal details of daily life and burial traditions from centuries ago. The Hierapolis Archaeological Museum, located in a former Roman bath, displays artifacts that were uncovered from the site, adding more context to the ruins that remain. Now, I know you're getting excited about all these amazing places to visit, but if you're eager to travel the world to explore new locations, cultures, foods, and much more, while taking a breather from your everyday life, you also know it can cost you quite a lot of money. With the Travel on a Dime ebook, you have the opportunity to make the most out of any place you visit without overspending on your travel budget. From finding the right flights and hotel deals to money-saving tips during your trip, it's the perfect guide to help you travel like a pro, ensuring you have a great experience while saving hundreds of dollars on travel. Get your copy at thediscoverydestination.com. That's thediscoverydestination.com. Use code DISCOVER5 to save $5 off your copy. Cappadocia, Turkey. Cappadocia, a region in central Turkey, is shaped by volcanic activity that took place millions of years ago. Layers of ash and lava hardened into soft rock, which was then sculpted by wind and water into the towering formations known as fairy chimneys, a setting unlike anywhere else. The Goreme Open Air Museum is one of the most well-known places here, featuring rock-cut churches from the Byzantine era. Walking through these ancient structures shows how people used the natural rock to create places of worship and shelter. Nearby, Pigeon Valley is another important site, named after the small pigeon houses carved into the soft rock. Hiking through the valley gives you a chance to see these historical carvings while taking in the unusual rock formations. Not far from Pigeon Valley, Hasabag, also called Monk's Valley, is known for its large fairy chimneys that have a mushroom-like shape. The towering rock formations create a striking view, making it a place where many stop to take photos. While the rock formations above ground are impressive, there's also an entire world beneath Cappadocia. The underground cities of Kaimakli and Derinkuyu were built as shelters, so walking through the narrow passageways and rooms gives you an idea of how people lived in these hidden settlements. Santa Monica Pier. The Santa Monica Pier has been a favorite spot along the Southern California coast for over a century. Built in 1909, it's become more than just a walkway over the ocean. It's a well-known place in California. Pacific Park is one of the main attractions, bringing an exciting atmosphere with its amusement rides. The Pacific Wheel, a solar-powered Ferris wheel, stands out as a symbol of the pier, offering wide views of the coastline. Not far from the rides, the Santa Monica Pier Aquarium provides an up-close look at local life. Here, you can see different sea creatures, explore interactive exhibits, and take part in educational programs that highlight the importance of ocean conservation. Another well-known feature of the pier is the historic carousel, housed in the 1922 building. The hand-carved wooden horses have been carefully restored, making each ride a step back in time. King's Cross. King's Cross in central London is known for its well-known railway stations and cultural landmarks. King's Cross Station is one of the most recognizable places in the area. Its grand architecture makes it a standout location. Right next to it, St. Pancras International is another impressive station with detailed Victorian architecture. This station is home to the Eurostar terminal, where high-speed trains connect London to Paris and other European cities. A short walk from the station leads to the British Library, the National Library of the United Kingdom. The exhibitions showcase pieces from different periods, while the reading rooms offer a quiet place to study or reflect. If you want to experience the outdoors, Regent's Canal runs through King's Cross, providing a peaceful setting to take in the sights at a slower pace. CN Tower. The CN Tower stands as one of Toronto's most recognizable landmarks, drawing millions of people each year. Completed in 1976, it was the tallest freestanding structure in the world for 34 years. Today, it remains a key attraction, offering stunning views and thrilling experiences high above the city, while the glass floor offers a thrilling experience for 1,122 feet above the ground. For an even higher perspective, the Sky Pod takes you up to 1,465 feet, making it one of the tallest observation platforms in the world, giving you a rare chance to take in the wide view of the area. For a more intense experience, Edgewalk offers something unlike anything else. This hands-free walk takes you around the outside of the tower's main pod, 1,168 feet above the ground. A harness keeps you secure as you step onto a 5-foot wide platform with nothing but open air around you. After exploring the tower, 360 The Restaurant offers a dining experience with a changing view. Sitting 1,151 feet above the ground, the restaurant slowly rotates, giving you a different perspective of the city as you eat. Berlin Wall Memorial. The Berlin Wall Memorial on Bernauer Strasse in the Mitte district of Berlin is one of the most significant historical sites in the city. Unlike other remnants of the wall, this memorial keeps the full structure of the border fortifications intact, showing how the division once shaped daily life. Walking through the outdoor grounds, you'll see the preserved section of the Berlin Wall. This part of the memorial shows the physical barriers that once separated East and West Berlin. The window of remembrance honors those who lost their lives trying to cross, displaying names and photos that make their stories more personal. The Documentation Center provides a detailed look into the history of the wall. The exhibits here show how the wall was built, how it affected daily life, and how it eventually fell. The Bund. The Bund, known as Waitan in Chinese, is a well-known waterfront area in Shanghai. A walk along the Bund Promenade gives you some of the best views in Shanghai. This elevated path stretches along the river, allowing you to see the grand buildings on one side and the skyscrapers of Pudong on the other. The buildings along the Bund reflect different architectural styles, showing Shanghai's international influence in the early 20th century. The former HSBC building stands out with its grand columns and domed ceiling, representing the city's banking history, while the Customs House, known for its clock tower, has been a landmark since the 1920s. The Peace Hotel, built in an Art Deco style, is another well-known building. Inside, the Jazz Bar has been hosting live music for decades, making it a place where the city's past is still alive today. Sky Tower. The Sky Tower stands at 1,076 feet, making it the tallest freestanding structure in New Zealand and one of the tallest in the Southern Hemisphere. Made from high-strength concrete, steel, and glass, the tower is not only an architectural landmark, but also a major attraction that offers a range of experiences. One of the main highlights is the observation decks. The Sky Deck, the highest public observation level in the Southern Hemisphere, offers an even more impressive perspective, making it one of the best places to take in the entire skyline. For something more thrilling, the Skywalk offers an outdoor experience. 630 feet above ground, secured by a harness, you step onto a narrow walkway that wraps around the tower, making this a one-of-a-kind way to see Auckland from above. For an even bigger adrenaline rush, the Sky Jump lets you free fall from the same height at speeds of up to 53 miles per hour. The experience gives you the rush of falling through the air with the security of a guided drop, making it one of the most intense activities available at the tower. Dubai Mall. The Dubai Mall is more than just a shopping center. Located in downtown Dubai, it's one of the largest malls in the world, with over 1,200 stores drawing millions of people every year. One of the standout attractions is the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo. Walking through the massive tunnel, you're surrounded by sharks, rays, and thousands of fish swimming overhead. A short walk from the aquarium, the Dubai Ice Rink offers an Olympic-sized space for ice skating, where you can glide across the ice during a public session. VR Park Dubai offers a different kind of experience with virtual reality attractions. Here, you can take part in simulations, interactive games, and thrill rides that create a sense of being in another world. Outside the mall, the Dubai Fountain puts on a water, music, and light show in the evenings. The synchronized performances create a breathtaking display with jets of water reaching impressive heights. Hollywood Walk of Fame. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is one of the most well-known landmarks in Los Angeles. It was created in 1958, and the first stars were placed in 1960. More than 2,705 pointed terrazzo and brass stars recognize entertainers. Walking along the boulevard, you can find the names of actors, musicians, and even fictional characters. Nearby, the TCL Chinese Theater is another highlight. This historic movie place is known for the handprints and footprints left in the forecourt by Hollywood's biggest names. A short walk away, the Dolby Theater adds to the experience. This venue is where the Academy Awards are held each year. Standing in the same place where the biggest names in film celebrate their achievements gives a sense of the excitement that fills the theater on awards night. Lotte World Tower. Lotte World Tower is the tallest building in South Korea and one of the tallest in the world with 123 floors. At the top, the Seoul Sky Observatory provides a full view of Seoul, the Han River, and the distant mountains. Throughout the observatory, multimedia exhibits highlight Seoul's development and culture, making the experience both visually impressive and informative. Connected to the tower, Lotte World Adventure is one of the largest indoor theme parks. It offers rides, theme zones, and live performances, making it a popular destination year-round. Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi is the largest mosque in the United Arab Emirates and one of the largest in the world. Its white marble structure stands out with over 80 domes and 1,000 columns, creating an impressive sight. Inside, the main prayer hall is known for its detailed craftsmanship. It features the world's largest hand-knotted carpet, along with an enormous chandelier made of Swarovski crystals. The courtyard, decorated with floral mosaics, adds to the mosque's artistic appeal. The ablution fountains, covered in intricate tilework, showcase the level of artistry in its design, while the gardens surrounding the mosque create a quiet space where you can take a moment to reflect. Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay in Singapore brings greenery into the city. As you walk through, you'll notice towering structures, diverse plant life, and carefully designed conservatories that make this space stand out. The Super Tree Grove is one of the most striking areas, featuring massive tree-like structures that support plant life. These vertical gardens provide shade, generate solar power, and act as cooling systems for the gardens. In the evening, the OCBC Garden Rhapsody Light and Sound Show transforms the super trees with colorful displays synchronized to music. Beyond the super trees, the cloud forest offers a completely different setting. A cool mist fills the air as you enter, leading to a towering indoor waterfall surrounded by plant life from tropical mountain regions. Next to the cloud forest, the Flower Dome provides yet another experience. As the world's largest glass greenhouse, it recreates the climate of Mediterranean and semi-arid regions. Inside, seasonal floral displays change throughout the year, featuring a variety of flowers and trees. Las Vegas Strip. The Las Vegas Strip stretches 4.2 miles along Las Vegas Boulevard South and is one of the most well-known streets in the world. With over 40 hotels and resorts, it's packed with non-stop entertainment. Within the Strip, the Bellagio Fountains put on a synchronized water show, while the Caesars Palace Coliseum hosts performances from some of the biggest names in music and entertainment. Close by, the New York roller coaster brings an adrenaline rush as it winds around the replica skyline, and the Luxor Pyramid stands out with its striking glass structure. Not far from the Strip, Fremont Street Experience in downtown Las Vegas offers a lively atmosphere under a massive LED canopy. The light show draws attention overhead, while the street itself is lined with restaurants and bars. Marina Bay Sands. Marina Bay Sands sits along the Marina Bay waterfront and stands out as one of Singapore's most well-known landmarks. This massive complex is an integrated resort, bringing together luxury attractions all in one place. The evenings are especially enjoyable as the city lights reflect off the bay, creating a bright and lively atmosphere. This is also a great time to head to the Sand Sky Park observation deck, where you can see wide views of Singapore's skyline, gardens by the bay, and the Singapore Strait. Nearby, the rooftop infinity pool offers another way to take in the view. As the world's largest rooftop infinity pool, it provides a one-of-a-kind swimming experience overlooking the skyline. For an interactive experience, the Art Science Museum stands out with its unique lotus-shaped design, and inside, the exhibitions range from digital installations to hands-on science displays that change regularly. Shibuya Crossing. Shibuya Crossing is one of the most well-known spots in Tokyo, where the energy of the city moves in waves. As soon as the lights turn red, traffic comes to a stop, and hundreds of people step forward from every direction. Just a short walk away, the Hachiko statue stands as a reminder of loyalty and dedication. This bronze statue honors Hachiko, the Akita dog that waited outside Shibuya Station every day for his owner, even after he passed away. Beyond the crossing, Shibuya 109 is a shopping complex known for its trend-setting stores, attracting people looking for the latest fashion styles. Also, the nearby streets are packed with restaurants and food stalls, offering modern Japanese dishes. Times Square. Times Square is one of the most well-known places in New York City. Filled with lights, crowds, and constant movement. Millions of people come here every year, drawn by the massive billboards, Broadway theaters, and non-stop entertainment. The billboards are a major part of what makes Times Square so recognizable. They light up the streets with advertisements and create an experience that is hard to ignore. In the middle of it all, the TKTS booth is where you can get discounted tickets to Broadway shows, with so many theaters surrounding the area. Madame Tussauds Wax Museum is nearby, where lifelike wax figures of celebrities and historical figures are displayed. And for something more unusual, Ripley's Believe It or Not has oddities and exhibits that can keep you entertained, adding to the variety of things to see. Mauritius. Mauritius is an island nation in the Indian Ocean off the eastern coast of Africa. It's one of the most densely populated countries in Africa, yet it offers a peaceful and welcoming atmosphere. The beaches are among the most well-known attractions. Rue Oz Beach has calm, shallow waters that make it a great spot for swimming and snorkeling. Belle Mare Plage has stronger winds, creating ideal conditions for windsurfing and kitesurfing. Le Mont Brabant stands as one of the most recognizable landmarks on the island, known for its scenic views. Hiking to the summit with a guide offers views stretching across the surrounding areas. Black River Gorge National Park offers a different experience. With its protected forests, the park has hiking trails that lead through dense greenery and into open spaces where you can take in the surroundings. Palawan, Philippines. Palawan, an archipelago in the western Philippines, is known for its remote locations and unspoiled natural beauty. El Nido is one of the most visited destinations in Palawan, known for its hidden lagoons. Here, you can snorkel among colorful coral reefs or relax on white sand beaches like Nakpan Beach, stretching for miles with its peaceful setting. Coron is another destination worth exploring, especially if you're interested in water activities. Kayagan Lake is one of its most well-known spots, with emerald green waters surrounded by limestone cliffs, while the Twin Lagoon provides a different experience where you can kayak through narrow passages to reach hidden pools. Puerto Princesa, the capital of Palawan, offers unique natural attractions. The Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park features an underground river that flows through limestone caves, where you can take a boat tour that takes you through the caves. For a quiet place, Port Barton is a great choice. This small beach town provides a relaxed atmosphere. San Vicente is another option, with long, untouched beaches that are great for enjoying the ocean breeze. Sardinia, Italy. Sardinia is the second largest island in the Mediterranean. The coastline has some of the best beaches in the Mediterranean, like Spiaggia del Poeto, Cala Luna, and Spiaggia La Pelosa. Meanwhile, Costa Smeralda is known for its high-end resorts and luxury yachts. Beyond the beaches, Serengeti National Park is one of the best places to hike, with trails leading through forests and up to scenic viewpoints. Ancient stone towers called nuraghe stand across the island, dating back to the Bronze Age. Nuraghe di Baromini is one of the best preserved examples, showing how people lived thousands of years ago. Meanwhile, Cagliari, the island's capital, has historic sites like the Bastione di Santaremi, which offers wide views of the city and sea. There's also Orgosolo, a village in the mountains, known for murals painted on the walls of buildings, telling stories of local life and history. Maui. Maui, the second largest island in Hawaii, is filled with natural beauty, making it a unique destination. One of its most well-known features is Haleakala, a dormant volcano within Haleakala National Park. This park offers hiking trails and scenic overlooks where you can watch the sunrise from above the clouds. Driving through Maui reveals even more of its scenery. Along the way, Hana Bay provides a quiet beach for swimming and snorkeling. Moving inland, Iao Valley stands out with its towering Iao Needle, a steep rock formation surrounded by greenery. Maui's beaches are just as impressive, like Kanapali Beach, stretching along the coast and making it a great spot to relax or swim. Hidden within the rainforests, Nakula Falls and Twin Falls provide a peaceful escape, with cascading water flowing into small pools surrounded by tropical plants. Fiji. Fiji is an island nation in the South Pacific with more than 300 islands, though only 18 have permanent residents. Most travelers start in Nadi, a popular area with places like the Garden of the Sleeping Giant, which has orchids and tropical plants, and the Sri Siva Subramania Temple, a colorful Hindu temple. Denarau Marina is nearby, serving as a departure point for boats heading to the surrounding islands. The Mamanuca Islands are a short boat ride from Nadi. Here you can relax by the shore or stay at one of the many beachfront resorts. The Yasawa Islands, farther from the mainland, are quieter and less developed, offering a peaceful setting with volcanic peaks and untouched beaches. Some islands have unique features that make them stand out, like Daiuni Island, also called the Garden Island, which is covered in tropical rainforests and waterfalls. Meanwhile, Suva, the capital of Fiji, has museums and colonial buildings that highlight different aspects of Fijian culture. The city provides a look into local traditions and daily life, making it different from the resort-focused areas. The Azores. The Azores, an autonomous region of Portugal, are a group of volcanic islands in the North Atlantic Ocean. Known for their natural beauty, these islands have a mild-tempered climate throughout the year, making them a great place to experience at any time. São Miguel is the largest and most populated island. Lagoa das Sete Cidades, one of its most famous spots, features twin crater lakes with striking blue and green waters. Hiking along the rim provides wide views of the surrounding hills, while kayaking or paddleboarding lets you move across the calm waters. Another impressive site is Lagoa de Fogo, also known as Fire Lake, which sits in the volcanic crater. The hike down is steep but rewarding, with quiet surroundings and clear waters. Furnas is another highlight, where volcanic activity is visible through steaming vents and bubbling hot springs. Tercera Island has well-preserved historical sites like Angra do Heroísmo. This town has streets lined with colonial-era buildings, and the Angra Museum, showcasing artifacts from its maritime past. Meanwhile, Pico Island is dominated by Mount Pico, Portugal's highest peak. This dormant volcano is a major draw for hikers, with guided climbs leading to the summit. Even from the base, the views stretch across the ocean to nearby islands. Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zanzibar, the largest island in the Zanzibar archipelago, is known for its history and culture. The best time to go is during the dry season, from June to October, when the weather is ideal for exploring. Stone Town is one of the most significant parts of the island. Here, markets fill the streets with the smell of spices and the sound of merchants calling out to sell their goods. Just outside of town, Jozani Chwaka Bay National Park offers a different experience. This forest is home to the endangered red colobus monkey, along with other primates, making it a great place to see wildlife. To see wildlife up close, Cheetah's Rock provides a chance to learn about rescued cheetahs, lions, and other animals while supporting conservation efforts. Not far off the coast, Nungwi Beach is one of the most well-known spots for swimming, sunbathing, and other water sports. If you want a quieter place to relax, Kendwa Rocks offers a more peaceful setting with soft sand and clear waters. Beyond the beaches, the Mtoni Palace ruins, once a grand sultan's residence, now stand as a reminder of the island's royal past. Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands, a volcanic archipelago in the Pacific Ocean, are home to rare wildlife and ecosystems that exist nowhere else. Their isolation helped shape Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, making them one of the most scientifically significant places on Earth. Santa Cruz Island is the center of tourism in the Galapagos, home to the Charles Darwin Research Center, where you can learn about conservation efforts and see giant tortoises. Nearby, Tortuga Bay, a white sand beach, is a great place to snorkel or watch marine iguanas along the shore. Away from the coast, the highlands offer a different setting, with lush vegetation and more opportunities to see tortoises in their natural habitat. Isabella Island, the largest in the Galapagos, is known for its volcanic landscapes. Meanwhile, a boat tour to Las Tintoreras provides a chance to see white-tipped reef sharks. Here, the Wall of Tears, a historic site built by prisoners in the mid-20th century, adds another layer of history to the island. Whitsunday Islands. The Whitsunday Islands, off the coast of Queensland, Australia, are made up of 74 islands, most of them uninhabited, but offer a variety of experiences. Whitehaven Beach is one of the most well-known spots, with soft white silica sand and clear blue waters. At the northern end of the beach, Hill Inlet stands out with its swirling patterns of sand and water. Hiking to the Tongue Point Lookout gives you a wide view of the shifting colors below. The Whitsundays also offer easy access to the Great Barrier Reef, where the underwater world is full of colorful coral and marine life. Snorkeling and scuba diving lets you see tropical fish, sea turtles, and reef sharks up close. Boat tours take you to some of the best reef locations, while scenic flights over Heart Reef reveal a naturally shaped coral formation in the shape of a heart. The scale and beauty of the reef make it one of the most impressive sights in the area. Bali, Indonesia. Bali, often called the Land of the Gods, is a destination known for its temples and artistic traditions, making it a place where every experience feels connected to something deeper. Tanah Lot Temple is one of Bali's most well-known sites, standing on a rock formation surrounded by waves. The temple is a significant part of Balinese mythology. Uluwatu Temple, located on a high cliff, offers another unforgettable setting with impressive views of the Indian Ocean. Nearby, the Ubud monkey forest is home to macaques that move freely among centuries-old temple ruins. Meanwhile, the Tegalalang rice terraces stretch across the hills, showing an agricultural system that has supported farmers for generations. Walking along the narrow paths, you can see how water flows through the terraces, keeping the fields thriving. Not too far, Mount Batur offers an active experience with the sunrise hike to the summit. The early morning climb is challenging, but the views at the top, with mist rising over the crater, make it worth the effort. Santorini, Greece. Santorini, the southernmost island in the Cyclades, stands out with its dramatic cliffs formed by a massive volcanic eruption about 3,600 years ago. This eruption shaped the island's crescent form, leaving behind towering rock formations that surround the only inhabited caldera in the world. Oya is one of the most well-known villages on the island. Its narrow streets are lined with whitewashed houses. Meanwhile, the Naval Maritime Museum provides insight into Santorini's seafaring past, displaying artifacts from the island's long history of trade and exploration. Fira, the capital of Santorini, has a different kind of energy. The streets are filled with restaurants and shops, making it a busy and lively area. If you want to experience the island from a lower level, a cable car ride takes you down to the old port, or you can walk the 587 steps that connect the two. The Akrotiri archaeological site shows another side of Santorini's history. This Minoan settlement was buried under volcanic ash, preserving buildings. Walking through the ruins, you can see remnants of streets, rooms, and structures that reveal how advanced this civilization was before the eruption. Seychelles. The Seychelles, a group of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean, is the smallest country in Africa by land area. Yet it offers some of the most stunning beaches. Each island has its own character, making it a unique place to explore. Mahe, the largest island, is home to Victoria, one of the world's smallest capitals. In the center of the town, the clock tower stands as a well-known landmark from colonial times, while the Seychelles National Botanical Gardens nearby provides a peaceful setting with tall palm trees and Aldabra giant tortoises. A short drive away, Beau-Vallon Beach is a popular spot where you can relax on the sand. If you're interested in hiking, Morne Seychellois National Park covers a large part of the island, offering trails through dense forests that lead to the highest peak in the Seychelles. A short boat ride from Mahe, Praslin Island is known for its untouched nature and rare plant life. The Vallée de Mai Nature Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is home to the Coco de Mer palm, a tree that produces the world's largest seed. Maldives. The Maldives, a collection of 1,192 coral islands in the Indian Ocean, is known for its clear blue waters and diverse marine life. With an average ground level of just 4.9 feet above sea level, it's the world's lowest lying country. Overwater bungalows are one of the most well-known accommodations here, offering direct access to the sea. For a more affordable way to experience the Maldives, Mafushi is a good choice. This local island has budget-friendly guest houses and a lively beach atmosphere. The Maldives are also known for its marine life. Ba Atoll, a UNESCO biosphere reserve, is one of the best places to see marine wildlife up close, where you can swim with whale sharks and explore uninhabited islands surrounded by clear water. A trip to Male, the capital, offers a different experience. The Grand Friday Mosque stands out with its golden dome, while the National Museum provides insight into Maldivian history, adding another layer to a trip focused on the islands and the sea. Bora Bora. Bora Bora is a small island in the South Pacific, surrounded by a barrier reef that creates a calm lagoon. The island's natural setting makes it a place where you can relax and explore its unique features. Mount Otemanu, an extinct volcano, stands as the highest point on the island. While reaching the top isn't possible, guided hiking tours take you part way up the slopes, where you can see the lagoon and the surrounding motus. A helicopter tour offers another way to take in the island scenery from above, giving a wide view of the reef and ocean. Matira Beach is one of the most popular spots on the island, with its white sand and gentle waters. Just beyond the shore, coral gardens provide a snorkeling experience where you can see colorful fish moving through the reefs. Another option for exploring marine life is the Lagunarium, a protected area in the lagoon. Here you can swim with rays, reef sharks, and sea turtles. Mont Saint-Michel. Mont Saint-Michel, a tidal island in Normandy, France, is a place where land and sea constantly shift. The tides here are among the highest in Europe, changing the view throughout the day. The Grande Rue, the main street leading up to the abbey, is filled with small shops and cafes that create an active atmosphere. At the center of the island stands the abbey, a towering structure that has shaped Mont Saint-Michel for centuries. Walking through its many levels, you will see different architectural styles influenced by the periods that they were built in. The lower levels contain crypts that show the island's early foundations, while the upper sections lead to the church, which offers wide views of the bay. Surrounding the abbey, the fortified ramparts give a sense of Mont Saint-Michel's past as a defensive stronghold. Walking along these walls provides an open view of the bay and the island's surroundings. Neuschwanstein Castle. Neuschwanstein Castle stands high in the Bavarian Alps of southern Germany. Built in the 19th century by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, it was meant to be his private retreat. However, Ludwig passed away before the castle was finished, leaving behind an unfinished yet striking masterpiece that has become one of Germany's most recognized landmarks. Inside, the castle's rooms display Ludwig's admiration for art and mythology. A guided tour takes you through spaces like the throne room and the Singers' Hall, where detailed woodwork and murals inspired by Wagnerian operas cover the walls. Just outside, Marienbrück, also known as Mary's Bridge, offers one of the best views of the castle. Further down the hill, Hochschwangau Castle adds more to Ludwig's story. This was his childhood home where he spent his early years. Walking through its halls provides insight into the influences that shaped him and inspired the creation of Neuschwanstein. Budapest Thermal Baths. Budapest is known as the city of spas because of its natural thermal springs, which have been flowing for centuries. The Romans were the first to recognize their benefits, using them for relaxation and healing. Today, they continue to be a central part of the city's culture. Secenia Thermal Baths is one of the largest and most well-known bathhouses in the city. Located in City Park, it features large outdoor pools where you can soak in warm water. Inside, a variety of thermal pools, saunas, and steam rooms provide different temperatures and mineral compositions, allowing you to experience the full range of therapeutic effects. Galère Thermal Baths offers a different atmosphere with its Art Nouveau architecture. The colorful mosaics, stained glass windows, and decorative columns make it one of the most visually impressive bathhouses in Budapest. Ruda's Thermal Baths has a long history dating back to the 16th century, when it was built during the Ottoman period. It still retains its original Turkish bath structure, featuring an octagonal pool beneath a large dome. The rooftop pool stands out as a unique feature, providing a warm soak with a wide view of the city. Stonehenge. Stonehenge stands on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, drawing attention with its massive stone circle. Built over 5,000 years ago in multiple stages, its true purpose remains uncertain, but it continues to be a place of interest, now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The stone circle is the main attraction, featuring large sarsen stones forming an outer ring and smaller blue stones arranged in an inner ring. Standing near these towering structures, you can see the precision in their placement. A short distance from the stone circle, the visitor center provides more information about Stonehenge's past. Inside, interactive exhibits and videos explain its history and the theories surrounding its purpose. Nearby, Woodhenge is another site with a similar circular arrangement, once made out of wooden posts, possibly used for ceremonies. Bagan Temples. Old Bagan in Myanmar is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with over 2,000 temples, pagodas, and monasteries built between the 11th and 13th centuries. Shwedagon Pagoda stands out with its gold-plated stupa that reflects sunlight from many parts of the city. Ananda Temple is another significant site with 4 large standing Buddhas facing different directions. Damayangi Temple is the largest in Old Bagan, known for its massive brick structure and several Buddha statues inside. Meanwhile, Manuha Temple, with its 3 large reclining Buddhas, is often visited for its distinct design and the stories it represents. Beyond these well-known temples, Mikamba Gubyaki Temple is known for its frescoes that depict Buddhist mythology in great detail, while Napaya Temple is one of the oldest in Old Bagan and has a unique architectural style. Red Fort. The Red Fort in Old Delhi is one of India's most well-known landmarks, built in 1648 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Today, it remains open to the public from sunrise to sunset, allowing you to experience its detailed architecture and historical significance. Inside, the Diwan-e-Am, or Hall of Public Audience, was where the emperor addressed his subjects and heard their concerns. Moving deeper into the fort, the Diwan-e-Khas, or Hall of Private Audience, was where the emperor met with nobles and dignitaries. Nearby, the Moti Masjid, or Pearl Mosque, stands out with its white marble structure, offering a striking contrast to the red sandstone around it. Close to the mosque, the Mumtaz Mahal served as a private hall for royal women, giving insight into the secluded world of the Mughal court. Medina of Fez. The Medina of Fez, or Fez al-Bali, is a district in north-central Morocco. With no cars allowed, walking through its streets offers an uninterrupted environment that has remained unchanged for centuries. One of the first landmarks you'll see is Bab Boujloud, the main western gate leading into Medina. Its blue and green mosaic tiles make it a striking entrance, guiding you into the dense network of streets lined with centuries-old architecture and local shops. Not far from the gate, the University of Al-Qarayuni stands as the oldest continuously operating educational institution in the world. Nearby, the Al-Atarin Madrasa connects you to the traditions of scholars and artisans who shaped Fez over the centuries. Further inside the Medina, the Chiwara Tannery presents a different kind of experience. One of the oldest tanneries in the world, it's known for its large stone vats filled with natural dyes. Workers continue the same leather-making process that has existed for generations. Alhambra. The Alhambra stands as one of Spain's most remarkable landmarks. Originally built as a small fortress in 889 AD, it was later expanded in the 13th century by Nasrid Emir Mohammed ben Al-Ahmar, who constructed the palaces that define the site today. At the center of the Alhambra, the Nasrid palaces highlight the craftsmanship of the Nasrid dynasty, featuring intricate stucco carvings, colorful tile mosaics, and Arabic calligraphy. The Court of the Lions, known for its marble fountain, supported by 12 carved lions, and the Court of the Myrtles, with its reflective pool, are among the most well-known areas. Next to the main palaces, the general life served as a summer retreat for the Nasrid rulers, featuring gardens with flowing water channels, shaded walkways, and a variety of plants. Also, the Alcazaba, located within the Alhambra complex, served as a military fortress. It's the oldest part of the site, built for defensive purposes. The watchtowers provide wide views of Granada and the surrounding countryside. Old Havana, Cuba. Old Havana is the oldest part of Cuba's capital, where Spanish colonial streets and grand buildings create an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the city. Plaza de Armas is one of the most well-known spots, lined with historic buildings like El Capitolio, standing as one of Havana's most recognizable landmarks. It once housed the Cuban Congress, and now serves as a museum with guided tours that take you through its massive halls. Nearby, Castillo de la Real Fuerza is one of the oldest fortresses in the Americas. Built in the 16th century, it now houses the Maritime Museum, where artifacts from Cuba's naval history are on display. The Torre de la Espera, a watchtower within the fort, provides wide views of the harbor and city. A short walk leads to Catedral de San Cristobal, a striking example of Baroque architecture. Its tall stone columns and weathered facade give it a distinct presence. Inside, the chapels and detailed carvings reflect its long-standing role in Havana's religious history. Forbidden City. The Forbidden City stands at the center of Beijing, representing centuries of imperial rule in China. Built between 1406 and 1420 during the Ming Dynasty, it served as the political and ceremonial center of the empire for nearly 500 years. The Meridian Gate serves as the main entrance. This massive structure, with its 5 grand gateways, was where imperial decrees were announced. Beyond the gate, a vast courtyard leads to the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the largest and most significant hall where major ceremonies took place. Further inside, the Palace of Heavenly Purity provides a look into the emperor's daily life, where he lived and conducted state affairs. At the northern end, the Imperial Garden provides a peaceful retreat designed as a place for the emperor and his family to relax. Vatican City. Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, serves as the center of the Catholic Church with a population of about 800. Despite its size, it holds some of the most important religious and artistic sites, making it a significant place for faith, history, and culture. St. Peter's Basilica is one of its most recognized landmarks. As the largest church in the world, it's known for its grand architecture and intricate artwork. Inside, Michelangelo's Pieta is a highlight, capturing deep emotion in marble. Nearby, the Vatican Museum houses an extensive collection of art. The path through the museums leads to the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam is painted across the ceiling, making it one of the most well-known frescoes in history. Beyond these famous sites, the Vatican Gardens provide a peaceful setting with well-maintained greenery. Historic Center of Prague. The Historic Center of Prague is filled with architectural landmarks that have been part of the city's history for centuries. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's one of the most visited areas in the Czech Republic. Old Town Square is one of the most recognizable places in the city. Here, the astronomical clock mounted on the Old Town Hall Tower is one of the oldest working astronomical clocks in the world. Every hour, figures appear as the clock chimes, drawing large crowds. Nearby, the Church of Our Lady Before Tin stands with its tall Gothic spires, while the Charles Bridge, built in the 14th century, is lined with statues and often filled with artists and musicians. Close by, Prague Castle is the largest castle complex in the world and has been the seat of Czech rulers since the 9th century. Inside the complex, the castle grounds include royal palaces, historic halls, and courtyards, each offering a look at different periods of Czech history. Petra, Jordan. Petra is one of the most fascinating ancient sites in the world. It was once a major stop along trade routes, but after it was abandoned, it remained unknown to the Western world for centuries. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The entrance to Petra begins at the Seek, a narrow canyon surrounded by towering rock walls. This winding path was once an important ceremonial route, and remnants of Nabatean water channels can still be seen along the stone. At the end of the Sikh, the view opens up to the treasury, known as Al-Khazne. This massive facade is Petra's most famous structure, carved directly into the rock, standing as a remarkable example of Nabatean craftsmanship. Beyond the treasury, the monastery, or Adir, is one of the most impressive sights. Reaching it requires climbing 800 steps through rugged terrain, but the effort is rewarded with an incredible view. Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque, also known as the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, is one of Istanbul's most well-known landmarks. Built in 1616, it remains a place of worship, while also drawing many people who admire its architecture. The main prayer hall is designed with high ceilings, large chandeliers, and an open layout that highlights its intricate details. Outside, the courtyard extends the mosque's impressive design, with a large ablution fountain at its center, offering a place for worshippers to prepare before entering. The mosque complex also holds the tomb of Sultan Ahmed I, decorated with calligraphy and stone carvings that reflect the craftsmanship of the time. Kyoto's temples. Kyoto has been a center of culture and tradition in Japan for over 1,000 years. As the former capital, it's home to countless temples and shrines that reflect its long-standing heritage, each offering a different perspective on Japan's spiritual past. Kiyomizu-dera Temple is one of the most well-known landmarks, with its wooden main hall standing over a hillside. Here, you can drink from the Otowa waterfall, believed to bring good fortune, or stop by the Jishu Shrine, which is dedicated to love and matchmaking. Kinkakuji, or the Golden Pavilion, is another striking sight. The temple is covered in gold leaf and reflects beautifully on the surrounding pond. Walking through its garden provides different angles to admire the structure, while a nearby tea house offers a peaceful place to take in the surroundings. Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine stands out with its thousands of red torii gates stretching up the mountainside. Hiking to the summit takes you about 2 to 3 hours, but shorter routes will allow you to experience the gates without completing the full climb. Ginkakuji, or the Silver Pavilion, has a more subtle design compared to its golden counterpart. It's known for its dry sand garden called the Sea of Silver Sand, which reflects Zen aesthetics. The surrounding moss garden and shaded forest paths add to the calm setting. Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is located in Page, Arizona. Formed by millions of years of water erosion, the canyon's smooth-flowing rock formations create a stunning natural scene. The shifting colors and narrow passageways make it a well-known destination, drawing you into its unique curves and shapes. The canyon is divided into 2 sections, each offering a different experience. Upper Antelope Canyon is the easier one to walk through, with wide open spaces that allow more room to move. The main highlight here is the famous light beams that filter down through the openings above, creating a striking visual effect. Lower Antelope Canyon offers a more physically engaging experience, with narrow passageways and ladders that take you deeper into the formations. The twisting walls make it feel more enclosed, giving you a closer view of the smooth rock surfaces shaped by water over time. Beyond the main sections, Slot Canyon Lake is a hidden gem within the rock formations, while the historic Navajo Bridge stretches over the Colorado River, offering a wide view of the rugged terrain. A short drive away, Horseshoe Bend reveals a dramatic curve in the river, making it one of the most striking viewpoints in the area. Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal, located in southern Siberia, Russia, is one of the most unique natural wonders in the world. Shaped like a crescent and estimated to be 25 to 30 million years old, it's the oldest freshwater lake on Earth, with a maximum depth of 5,387 feet, and it holds nearly 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater. Okan Island is one of the most striking places on the lake, the largest island in Lake Baikal. Cape Burkhan, known for its twin-peaked cliffs, is one of the most well-known landmarks on the island. Taking a hike to Koboy Cape, the northernmost point, offers wide views of the water stretching beyond the horizon. A boat trip across the water provides a different perspective, while the chairlift to the Chersky Stone viewpoint offers one of the best views of the lake and surrounding hills. Beyond the lake, Litzvianka is a popular village that serves as a gateway to Lake Baikal. Here, the Baikal Limnological Museum gives a closer look at the lake's diverse plants and animals. Salar de Uyuni. Salar de Uyuni in southwest Bolivia is the world's largest salt flat, stretching across the vast white expanse that looks otherworldly. It formed when prehistoric lakes dried up, leaving behind a thick crust of salt that now covers the ground. The area contains an estimated 10 billion tons of salt, though only about 25,000 tons are extracted each year. In the middle of this salt flat, Isla Incahuasi, or Fish Island, stands out with its rocky terrain, covered in giant cacti, some of which are over 1,000 years old. Across the salt flats, the Ojos del Salar, or salt eyes, break the surface with bubbling springs of groundwater. Plitvice Lakes National Park. Plitvice Lakes National Park is one of Croatia's most well-known natural areas. It's located in the mountainous Lika region and was officially established as a national park in 1949 before being designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. The park's 16 lakes are divided into the upper and lower lakes, connected by cascading waterfalls that flow over rock formations. Wooden walkways and marked trails allow you to move through these areas, where you can see the clear waters reflecting shades of blue and green, changing with the minerals and the time of day. One of the most striking features of the park is Veliki Slap, also known as the Great Waterfall. It is the tallest waterfall in Croatia, reaching 256 feet. Water crashes down from the cliffs into the lower basin, creating a strong, steady roar. The surrounding rock formations and dense greenery make it a spot where you can take in the power of nature from various angles. Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay in northeastern Vietnam is known for its limestone karsts rising from emerald waters. These formations, shaped over millions of years by water and wind erosion, create a stunning natural scene. One of the best ways to experience this area is by taking a cruise letting you take in the scenery from a different perspective. As the boat moves past limestone formations, you can stop at floating fishing villages where locals have built their homes on the water. Many cruises also include stops at caves hidden within the karsts, adding an element of exploration to the trip. Among these caves, Sung Sot Cave or Surprise Cave stands out as one of the most well-known. T-Top Island is another well-known stop, with its sandy beach offering a place to relax. A short climb leads to the summit of the island and offers a wide view of Ha Long Bay. Serengeti National Park. The Serengeti National Park in northern Tanzania is one of Africa's most well-known, recognized as one of the 7 natural wonders of Africa. One of the park's biggest draws is the Great Migration, where over 1.5 million wildebeest move across the Serengeti in search of fresh grazing lands that take them through different regions. The Grumeti River plays an important role in the migration, not just for the crossings, but also as a source of water for many animals. Large crocodiles wait for the herds, while elephants and hippos are often seen nearby. The Retima Hippo Pool near Seronera is one of the best places to see hippos in large numbers. They gather in the water, making loud sounds and interacting with each other. Milford Sound. Milford Sound, located on the South Island of New Zealand, is a fjord shaped by glaciers over thousands of years. Towering peaks surround its deep waters, and waterfalls crash down from great heights, creating a striking view. One of the best ways to experience Milford Sound is by boat cruises that take you past towering cliffs and powerful waterfalls. Stirling Falls, Bowen Falls, and Sutherland Falls are among the most well-known, each pouring into the fjord. Kayaking is another way to explore, giving you the chance to move quietly through the calm waters and reach hidden spots. For a wider perspective, scenic flights show the scale of the fjord, stretching far beyond what can be seen from the ground. Beyond the water, hiking trails provide another way to take in the surroundings. The Kepler Track and the Roughburn Track lead through thick forests, open meadows, and steep mountain paths, each offering different views of the area. Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef stretches over 1,400 miles off the coast of Queensland, Australia, making it the largest coral reef system in the world. The reef is home to thousands of species of fish, coral, and other sea creatures, making it one of the most remarkable ecosystems on Earth. The outer reef is where the most colorful coral formations can be found. Snorkeling and diving here bring you face to face with a variety of marine life. If you prefer to stay dry, glass-bottom boat tours provide an excellent way to experience the reef's underwater world. The Whitsunday Islands offer another way to experience the reef, with calm waters and beautiful scenery. The Whitehaven Beach is one of the most well-known spots, recognized for its soft, white silica sand and clear blue water that make it an ideal place to swim and relax. Fitzroy Island is a great place to explore both on land and in the water. Hiking trails lead to high points with wide views of the ocean, while the island's fringing reefs offer excellent snorkeling. The Turtle Rehabilitation Center here allows you to see rescued turtles up close and learn about the efforts to protect them before they're released back into the ocean. Cliffs of Moher. On Ireland's west coast, the Cliffs of Moher rise sharply from the Atlantic, forming the southwestern edge of County Clare's Burren region. Layers of sandstone and shale reveal the forces that shape these cliffs over time, creating the towering rock faces that drop into the waves below. A visit to the Cliffs of Moher often begins at the Visitor Center, where you can learn about how these cliffs formed and the species that inhabit them. Outside, well-maintained walking paths lead to different viewpoints, offering clear views of the coastline. For an even better view, O'Brien's Tower stands as a historic lookout built in the 19th century. Climbing to the top gives a clear view of the cliffs and the surrounding areas. For a longer walk, the Cliff Top Walk extends beyond the main visitor area, leading to quieter spots where the cliffs can be enjoyed. Further along the cliffs, Hag's Head offers a more secluded setting. From here, boat trips offer a view of the cliffs from the water, showing just how massive they are when seen from above. Banff National Park. Banff National Park in Alberta is one of Canada's most scenic destinations. Covering over 2,500 square miles in the Canadian Rockies, it was established in 1885 as the country's first national park. Lake Louise is one of the most well-known spots in the park, with its bright turquoise water. Canoeing on the lake is a peaceful way to take in the surroundings. Moraine Lake is another must-see, known for its deeper blue color, while the Constellation Lakes gives you more ways to explore the area. The Rockpile Trail offers one of the best places to take in the surrounding area. Meanwhile, hiking to the Plain of Six Glaciers provides a rewarding experience with incredible views. Nearby, Banff's town site is a great place to experience the park's history and local attractions. Here, the Banff Park Museum National Historic Site showcases the region's wildlife, while the Banff Upper Hot Springs lets you relax in mineral-rich waters. If you want to take in a more panoramic view of the mountains, the Banff Gondola ride up Sulphur Mountain provides a stunning overlook of the surrounding peaks. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls stretches across the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, fed by the powerful Zambezi River. It holds the title of the largest waterfall in the world, measuring 5,604 feet wide and 354 feet tall. When the river reaches its highest flow from March to May, the falls create a thick mist that rises high above, making it the best time to experience their full force. Just downstream, the Victoria Falls Bridge offers another way to take in the scenery. And for something more exciting, bungee jumping and gorge swinging are available. For an even closer experience, Devil's Pool on the Zambian side offers a thrilling opportunity during the dry season, with guided tours that take you to a natural rock pool at the edge of the falls. Another way to see the falls from a unique angle is a visit to Livingstone Island. This small piece of land on the edge of the falls is only accessible by boat and offers an up-close view of the water as it crashes down. Northern Lights. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are one of Iceland's most breathtaking natural wonders. This incredible display of colors in the night sky happens when electrically charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's magnetic field. The aurora can appear in different colors, with green being the most common. Some of the best spots for Northern Lights viewing also happens to be some of the island's most popular attractions. The Blue Lagoon, a geothermal spa, lets you relax in warm, mineral-rich waters, while the Golden Circle, a well-known sightseeing route, offers several locations with wide-open skies. Nearby, Serengeti National Park, part of this route, is not only historically important, but also a great place for viewing the lights against a dramatic landscape. Gullfoss Waterfall adds another layer to the experience, where the aurora reflects off the powerful, rushing water. Beyond the usual spots, the Snæfellsnes Peninsula in western Iceland offers even more dramatic settings. This region is filled with black sand beaches and mountains, making it a photographer's dream. On the other side of the country, Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon offers another unforgettable scene, where floating icebergs reflect the shifting colors of the aurora, creating a sight unlike any other. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth at around 29,032 feet in the Mahalungur Himal sub-range of the Himalayas. Its massive form was shaped by the ongoing collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, a force that continues to push it slightly higher each year. One of the most well-known trekking routes is the Everest Base Camp Trek, with the clear views of Everest and surrounding peaks. Another well-visited viewpoint is Kala Patthar, where a hike to the top provides a close-up view of Everest, Nuptse, and Lhotse. Sagamarta National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adds another layer to the experience. Gokyo Lakes offers a peaceful alternative. This chain of 6 turquoise lakes provides some of the best high-altitude scenery in the region. Further from the main routes, the village of Tem provides a look at Sherpa life in a setting that feels more remote. Iguazu Falls. Iguazu Falls, located in the rainforest of Misiones Province, Argentina, is the largest waterfall system in the world. With water flowing at up to 1.5 million liters per second, its power is unmatched. Garganta del Diablo, or Devil's Throat, is the most well-known part of the falls. This horseshoe-shaped drop stands at 269 feet, sending a thick mist into the air as water crashes down with force. Upstream, the upper falls stretch across multiple cascades, providing wide open views of the rushing water. Downstream, the lower falls offer a closer look at the roaring currents, with boat rides available for an even more intense experience. Beyond the main attractions, Tres Mosqueteros, a group of 3 waterfalls near Devil's Throat, provides views from both the Argentine and Brazilian sides. On the Brazilian side, Salto Bossetti adds another impressive cascade to the scenery, while Sendero Macuco, a quiet hiking trail, leads to a viewpoint over the upper falls, giving a great perspective of the water's power. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon National Park in northwestern Arizona is one of the most remarkable natural places in the United States. The Colorado River has shaped this massive canyon over millions of years, stretching 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and more than a mile deep. Its exposed rock formations reveal nearly 2 billion years of Earth's history, creating a landscape that draws millions of people each year. The South Rim is the most accessible part of the park and remains open year-round. Mather Point is a popular stop where you can take in the sweeping views of the canyon. The Rim Trail runs along the edge, offering a relatively easy walk with multiple viewpoints along the way. Desert View Drive is a 25-mile scenic route along the South Rim with several viewpoints and historic sites. Then there's Lipan Point that offers one of the widest views of the canyon, while Navajo Point is one of the highest overlooks in the area. The North Rim offers a quieter experience, sitting at a higher elevation with several short trails nearby leading to scenic viewpoints. Port Imperial is the highest overlook on the North Rim, providing a view of distant cliffs and rugged terrain. Cape Royal is another scenic drive with multiple stops, including Angel's Window, a natural rock formation that frames a section of the canyon below, offering some of the best perspectives of the park. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is one of Cambodia's most remarkable landmarks, drawing people from around the world to witness its scale and detail. Spanning 402 acres, it's the largest religious structure on Earth. Walking through the temple complex, the sheer craftsmanship becomes clear. The main temple, Angkor Wat, features massive stone towers, long galleries, and intricate bas-reliefs that depict Hindu mythology in astonishing detail. The courtyards and corridors offer endless details to explore, while the central tower, known as Bakan, provides panoramic views of the surrounding area. Beyond Angkor Wat, the ruins of Angkor Thom contain some of the most fascinating structures in the complex. The Bayon Temple stands out with its massive stone faces, each with a serene expression carved into the towering spires. A short walk away, the Terrace of the Elephants and the Terrace of the Leper King display detailed carvings that hint at the empire's former glory. Nearby, the Bafuan Temple offers another impressive sight, with steep steps leading to sweeping views of the surrounding ruins. Sagrada Familia. The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Spain, is one of the city's most well-known landmarks, drawing millions each year. With its towering presence and intricate details, it's one of the most remarkable architectural works. Weekdays are the best time to go, since the basilica opens later on the weekends. The facades are covered in detailed sculptures and mosaics, each telling a different religious story. Inside, the stained glass windows cast colorful light across the space, creating a unique atmosphere. The towers provide a view of Barcelona from above, so climbing them gives you a sweeping look at the city. Sydney Opera House. Sydney Opera House stands on Bennelong Point, a prime location in Sydney Harbour with views of the city skyline. Its sail-shaped roof, covered in over 1 million Swedish ceramic tiles, makes it one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. Attending a live performance inside one of its halls is a memorable experience, since the Opera House hosts productions throughout the year. A guided tour provides insight into its construction and the vision of its architect, Jorn Utzon. The Utzon Room provides a quieter space for smaller performances and exhibitions, reflecting the architect's original version. The forecourt just outside the main structure is a great place to take in the views of the harbor. Several restaurants and bars within the Opera House offer dining with uninterrupted views of the water. Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, standing at 2,717 feet. With 163 floors, it towers over Dubai's skyline and is surrounded by some of the city's most well-known attractions. One of the best ways to take in the scale of the city is from the observation deck on the 124th and 125th floors. From this height, you can see the entire city, the desert beyond, and the coastline stretching into the distance. For a quieter and more exclusive setting, the Sky Lounge on the 152nd floor provides a high-end atmosphere. Closer to the ground, Burj Khalifa Park offers a peaceful place to take a walk or simply admire the building from below. Right next to Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall adds to the experience, with over 1,200 stores, restaurants, and entertainment options. One of the mall's highlights is the Dubai Fountain, a choreographed water show on Burj Khalifa Lake, best viewed from the waterfront. Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji stands as Japan's most recognizable peak with a nearly perfect symmetrical shape. It is an active stratovolcano, though it has remained dormant since its last eruption in 1707, drawing people who admire its beauty or take on the challenge of reaching its summit. Climbing Mount Fuji is a demanding but rewarding experience. There are 4 main trails leading to the top, each varying in difficulty. Many aim to reach the summit before sunrise, when the view stretches far across the region. The Fuji 5 Lakes area offers some of the best views of Mount Fuji. Lake Kawaguchiko is the most developed, with various attractions. A boat ride on the lake provides a clear view of the mountain. Hakone is another place where you can take in the mountain's beauty. This resort town is known for its hot springs and natural scenery. Here, Lake Ashi offers boat cruises on the ride, or you can ride on the Hakone ropeway for a higher vantage point. Acropolis of Athens. Built on a rocky hilltop, the Acropolis stands overlooking the city of Athens with its well-preserved ruins that were once the center of Athenian life. It remains one of the most important archaeological landmarks in the world, allowing you to walk through a site that was once filled with temples, political gatherings, and artistic achievements. The Parthenon is the most well-known structure on the Acropolis. The Grand Doric Temple is dedicated to Athena, the patron goddess of Athens, with its massive columns and detailed carvings. Close by, the Erechtheion stands out with its unique structure, honoring Athena, Poseidon, and Erechtheus, a mythical Athenian king. Its most striking feature is the Caryatids, 6 elegant female statues that support the south porch instead of traditional columns. A short walk from these landmarks is the Temple of Athena Nike. It holds great significance as a tribute to the goddess of victory, offering wide views of Athens and the ruins below. Nearby, the Areopagus, a rocky outcrop, was once a meeting place for the Athenian Council of Elders and known for being where the Apostle Paul spoke to the Athenians. Pyramids of Giza. The Pyramids of Giza stand on the Giza Plateau, just outside Cairo, Egypt. Built over 4,500 years ago during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom, they served as grand tombs for the pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. The largest of the 3, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Inside, a network of narrow passageways leads to the Grand Gallery and the King's Chamber, where Khufu was once laid to rest. Nearby, the Pyramid of Khafre stands with an imposing presence, appearing taller because it was built on higher ground. A portion of its original limestone casing still clings to the top, reflecting sunlight and showing the polished finish the pyramids once had. A short walk away, the Pyramid of Menkaure is the smallest of the 3. Unlike the others, part of its base was built with red granite, setting it apart visually. Surrounding the main structure are smaller pyramids believed to be tombs of Menkaure's queens. Big Ben and Parliament. Big Ben and Houses of Parliament are some of the most well-known landmarks in London. While many refer to the entire clock tower as Big Ben, the name actually belongs to the Great Bell inside what is usually called the Elizabeth Tower. The Elizabeth Tower is recognized for its height and the accuracy of its clock. The Great Bell chimes with a sound that has echoed across London for over a century. Standing near the tower offers a view of detailed stonework and the precision of the clock face, which has made it one of the most reliable timepieces in the world. Connected to the tower, the Houses of Parliament serve as the center of British politics, where the House of Commons and the House of Lords meet to debate and pass laws. The current structure was rebuilt in the mid-19th century after a fire in 1834, preserving its role while showcasing detailed designs that reflect its importance. Westminster Hall is one of the most historically significant parts of the Palace of Westminster. Built in 1097, it is the oldest surviving section of the building and has played a role in key events throughout British history. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty stands on Liberty Island in New York Harbor as a symbol of freedom and democracy. Given to the United States by the people of France, it was dedicated on October 28, 1886. Made of copper and weighing 225 tons, it reaches 305 feet in height. Ferries from Manhattan take you to Liberty Island, where you can see the statue up close. Here, you can tour the pedestal and climb to the crown for a rare view of the harbor and skyline. The Statue of Liberty Museum on the island provides a deeper understanding of its history. Entry is free, and the exhibits include original artifacts, interactive displays, and stories about the statue's construction and meaning over time. A short ferry ride from Liberty Island takes you to Ellis Island, where millions of immigrants arrived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The Ellis Island Immigration Museum preserves their experiences through exhibits and restored rooms where officials once processed new arrivals. Christ the Redeemer. Christ the Redeemer stands above Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, as a well-known symbol of Christianity. With outstretched arms, the statue represents peace and welcome, embracing both the city and the world. Reaching the statue is an experience of its own. The cog train ride through Tijuca Forest offers views of the dense greenery and glimpses of the city as it climbs toward Corcovado Mountain. At the summit, the views of Rio de Janeiro stretch in every direction. Many take their time here, capturing photographs and taking in the scenery. Colosseum. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is one of the most recognizable structures from ancient Rome, serving as a massive venue for public spectacles. Gladiatorial battles, animal hunts, and executions were held here, drawing crowds of up to 80,000 people. Standing on the reconstructed sections of the arena floor gives a sense of what it was like to be in the middle of the action. Most of the original wooden floor is gone, but the remaining parts help show how intense these battles were. Below the arena, the Hypogeum reveals a complex system of tunnels, chambers, and cages where gladiators and animals were held before entering the arena. Climbing to the upper levels offers a different view of the Colosseum. The higher seating sections were once reserved for the lower classes, while the wealthy had seats closer to the arena, reflecting the social hierarchy of Rome. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu rises high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Built around 1450 AD, it is believed to have been a royal estate or a sacred religious site. Today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and was named one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in 2007. The Citadel is the main area of Machu Picchu, where stone-built temples, palaces, and houses show the advanced engineering of the Inca civilization. Walking through these ancient structures, you can see how the design reflects the Incas' architectural skill and their ability to build in such a challenging environment. Incas' deep knowledge of astronomy is highlighted at the Intihuatana stone, a carved ritual stone that aligns with the sun during solstices and equinoxes. Nearby, the Temple of the Sun features smooth stone walls and carefully placed windows, likely used to track celestial movements and hold religious ceremonies. Huayna Picchu, the towering peak that rises behind the ruins, offers a steep but rewarding hike, providing a wide view of the surrounding valley. Machu Picchu Mountain offers another hiking option, where you can see the entire site from a different perspective. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal, located in Agra, India, stands as one of the most recognized landmarks in the world. Built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, it reflects his deep love and grief after she passed away during childbirth. The experience begins at the Great Gate, known as the Darwaza. Passing through it, you get the first full view of the mausoleum, its massive white marble dome rising against the sky. The main mausoleum is the highlight of the complex, with its walls covered in delicate floral patterns and Arabic calligraphy. Beyond the mausoleum, the gardens are designed in the traditional Mughal style, divided into 4 sections by flowing water channels. On either side of the mausoleum, 2 identical buildings complete the architectural design. One is a mosque which continues to serve as a place of worship, while the other, known as the Jawab, was constructed to maintain visual balance. Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower stands over the Champ de Mars, shaping the skyline of Paris with its iron framework. Built for the 1889 Exposition Universelle to mark the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution, it was originally planned as a temporary structure. Over time, it became a defining symbol of Paris, known by locals as La Dame de Fer, the Iron Lady. At its base, the Champ de Mars offers a wide open space where you can take in the full scale of the tower. The park is a great place to walk or admire the iron structure from different angles. Moving closer, the first floor of the tower provides a different experience. A transparent walkway gives a direct view of the ground below. The second floor takes you even higher, offering sweeping views of Paris. From here, you can see landmarks like the Seine River, the Louvre, and the Arc de Triomphe. This level also features Madame Brasserie, a restaurant where you can enjoy a meal while overlooking the city. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China stretches across northern China, originally built as a defense against invasions from nomadic groups in the north, and it now stands as a symbol of China's strength and resilience. Rather than being one continuous structure, it is a series of fortifications built over centuries by different dynasties. Badaling is one of the most visited sections, known for its well-preserved structure and accessibility. It features sweeping views of the surrounding area, making it a popular spot. For a quieter experience, Mutianyu offers similar scenery with fewer people. This section has restored watchtowers and impressive views of the surrounding mountains. If you're interested in a more rugged experience, Jinshanling has a combination of restored and unrestored sections, allowing you to see the wall in its original form. The uneven stone pathways and steep inclines make it a more challenging hike, but the surrounding views make it worth the effort. Simatai offers another challenging hike, with some of the steepest slopes. The well-preserved architecture and distinct watchtowers add to its appeal, making it one of the more unique sections to explore. If you're looking for any tips to enhance your own personal travel and help you manage your travel budget more effectively, click the link in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to help our channel grow.